What's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the NECA GhostFace retro cloth figure. Now as you can see, this is the figure right here, and it's a clamshell packaging, and I actually have to hold it up, because like the way these are made, you can't really prop them up like that, can't let them stand by themselves. You actually have to hold them. Now, from what I'm hearing, this is actually based. Now, this is like the Ghostface from like the Scream franchise, but this is like actually like based on like a separate license, because they do have like another Ghostface figure adventure that will be released based on actually like the Scream films, and that's like the ultimate one. Whereas this is still actually is, he has like the same accessories and so on, but from what I'm hearing, it's actually like a separate like license. Like Ghostface is actually like a separate license from the actual Scream license too, but it is basically like the same character too, But as you can see, this is the packaging that contains the figure too. You can see the accessories on the inside. It does just say Ghostface. It doesn't have Scream anywhere, but there's no question this is based on like the character from Scream, And it do has images like on the back too as well of the figure, It says includes knife, voice changer, and interchangeable hand. These are the same items that were like in the film, So yeah, I'm going to just get into this. And as usual, like with these clamshell packagings, you don't really have to actually cut around like that mark up there. All you have to do, if you're like careful, you can just open it right here, like on the like the edges or in the middle, Just find like a section right there where you can pull it open. Just pop it open, but you do have to be kind of careful because it'll chip. Like right now, I'm kind of thinking, oh no, I didn't chip it. Now I must admit, like I said, now all the clamshell packagings are kind of like different. This one was one of the kind of like rough ones, where I actually had to kind of tear it somewhere. But you can really just like open it, like just pop it open if it's well made, But as you can see, this is the actual background cover that comes with the Ghostface figure. I like the art on it too. I noticed that all the artists always change too. They do these, Cause even this one doesn't have like the cavity colors on the back as well. It says like slasher right there, I think. So I think that's different. A different company that did the art for this. But I think this is still awesome though. I like these. And as you can see, this here is the actual Ghostface figure itself, So what I do is just slide that on out. And so you can always just put it on back in this clamshell packaging, if you like don't damage it, and close it back up. As you can see, that's how it actually looks like on the inside. Okay, as you can see, there's the NECA Ghostface retro cloth figure. What I'm gonna do first is actually just measure him. And he is like over 8 inches. And this is actually based on the Scream film, like the film series, and I did see Scream in the theater too as well. I actually saw all 4 of the Screams like in the theaters, like when they were originally released, So yeah, I've always been like a fan of like the series too. That's why I decided to pick this figure on up, But yeah, this is actually based on Scream, but it is something about like the actual license itself. It's like a separate Ghostface is actually like a separate license from the Scream like actual license. They're actually separate like licenses or something like that. But yeah, this is the figure here, and I guess I just get into like the articulation or the likeness to the figure, the character, But as you can see, it looks pretty good. There's no question this is a well done like figure, I always knew that this would be a good figure, like in the cloth form, like a retro cloth style. There's no question this probably been like a good figure. It's even kind of sleek too as well, He doesn't look like overly like baggy, If anything, I'm still having like a little trouble getting him to stand, But he stands though. But if anything, I have noticing that, And he doesn't have any like peg holes underneath his feet too, That's okay though. But as you can see, this material here is like cloth based too. And like I said, it's not overly baggy, so I think they did a good job on this, That's why I say like some of the retro cloth figures are awesome, from my opinion, when they're not like overly baggy. That's from my opinion, when they're not overly baggy, I also notice you can kind of pull Ghostface hood back too as well. You can see how that kind of looks. So I think that's kind of cool. This here has like rotation in it too, I notice he can't really like look up, and he can't really look down at all, You can kind of like a head tilt, you know, but you can't really like look up or down. And of course you can turn it, you know. His arm can be raised up too as well. So you can't like raise their arms up. He has a bend at the elbow. Hand rotation with swivel. You can do the split. Now the split is kind of limited because he has like this skirt thing on it, so you can't really pull that up too much because you might rip it. Now if you lift the skirt up, you can, you know. Of course you can bend the knee too as well. As you can see, you can bend it, especially if you lift the skirt up, like the robe up, you can bend it. Now I do notice his feet are kind of, you know, they turn though. They have like good turn. This left one seems to be kind of tight. I notice it's kind of tight, you know. As I said, I'm still trying to give him a stand because he does stand, you know. Turn. So yeah, I think this is already like an awesome figure, you know. I had a suspicion that this would be like a good figure, like in retro cloth form, you know. A Ghostface figure, especially if it's not overly baggy, this would have been done very well. And I knew they actually had done this figure like before, like a long time ago. I think NECA had released this and they're just like doing it again, you know. So I think it's kind of updated, you know. What I want to do is talk about the accessories that come with the NECA retro cloth Ghostface figure. And the first one I want to talk about is the actual knife that he uses. And I believe I might have to actually change out a hand. Yeah, I think I actually have to change out a hand to be able to put the knife in it, you know. And the second accessory that comes with the Ghostface figure is an alternate right hand right here. And there's no question this is probably the hand for the knife, you know. I can see it already, you know, you would just take the knife and just stick it right on in there. Boom, see it goes in. You see I changed out the hand and have like the alternate right hand on for the knife. And put this hand to the side. So he does hold it pretty good, you know. I noticed that the hand also came out pretty good too as well. I didn't have to force it, you know. And Ghostface has one last accessory left, which is the actual voice changer. Now it looks like the voice changer was actually made for the right hand too as well, which I have right here, because he grips it pretty good. Okay, there's the NECA Ghostface retro cloth figure, and this is actually based on the Scream franchise, but the Ghostface and Scream license are like separate licenses or something like that I'm hearing, you know. But I do think this is an awesome figure, you know. I kind of suspected that this one would be done well, you know, especially if it wasn't like overly like baggy and so on. And it still has like a sleek look to it, you know, even though it's like retro cloth material. So I do think this is like a awesome figure, but I kind of suspected that this one probably been done pretty good, you know, 'cause like I said, it could have kept it kind of sleek like the Ghostface character himself, you know. And this is actually based on like the Scream franchise, you know. I'm not going to say exactly which one because I ain't really too sure, you know, but I did get to see all those like in the theater. I saw all 4 of those, you know, like in the theaters, you know, and I always been like a fan of the franchise too, so there's no question I would have picked this figure up. And I know they have another Ghostface figure on the way, which is going to be an ultimate one, you know. And I think that's the one that's actually based on like the other different licenses or something like that, the actual ones that's like separate, if I'm not mistaken, you know. But I actually was able to find this on the NECA eBay store, you know. That's where I actually was able to find, you know, ordered it from there. I'm not sure exactly what this is going to be. I think it's going to be everywhere, you know. So it might be like in Target stores, you know, and so on. I'm not really too exactly sure, you know, at the Walmarts, you know. I'm not really too sure, you know, but I actually ordered mine from the NECA eBay store, you know. But anyway, I'll definitely recommend this, and this is the NECA Ghostface retro cloth figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well. I love scary movies.